Hello, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are brand new. My name is Aquari. I'm the main face of this channel that you will be seeing, although I have a few supporters behind the scenes. Please subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like each of our videos so that way we can open this animal rescue center here in the near future. And it would really help if you were to stick around for all of our other videos from here on out. If you are interested, while we do not have our animal rescue center open at the time being, we do have some links in every description of every video and the about page for animal related organizations that you can donate to on your free time to help the animals in need. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to know the cat's different moods, how to tell what they're feeling based on their body's appearance. So first, I want you to keep in mind that all cats are different. The way they display any sort of emotion, it could be completely different to what I actually say. Also, consult your vet if any behavioral problems arise and you feel as if it's concerning enough to bring up to the vet, which is a professional. Please do that before taking any of my advice in this video. And plus, this is not advice, this is my own research and from experience, because I have 4 different cats that are all different. So I don't necessarily have that much footage to show you of my cats displaying much of these emotions, but I will try my best to find some examples for you. So the first mood that we're going to talk about is happy or affectionate. Cats who are happy and or affectionate are very active in that sense. The cat should have an arched back and should rub up against you, kind of like the cat petting you. The cat's tail should appear to be straight up while they walk around you, or appear like a question mark. Both ears should be pointing forward, and you should hear some purring and or meowing, or either or. Also, if the cat is feeling affectionate towards you, the cat should trust you with their back to you instead of facing you, either while they're sleeping, just laying down, etc. The next emotions that we'll talk about are angry, aggressive, or scared. Now the ears should display a flat motion, or their back or sideways. In other senses, the cat's ears are not facing forward while they are within this emotion. The pupils should appear to be dilated, and the fur should be standing up, especially with a puffy tail. We experience this a lot. And it also can have something to do with the cat zoomies. Tigger is especially the one, because fluffier cats are harder to tell with that, because of my one example is Pillow. He's a fluffy cat, but whenever he gets scared, you can't really tell with the fluffiness of the fur. But with a shorter hair cat like Tigger, when he does his zoomies, his tail gets all puffed up and you can see it, and it's usually not up in the air. It's more of like his tail, and then the puffiest part is the start of his tail from his booty. So I mean, it can happen with zoomies, but also, like I said at the beginning of the video, it does depend on the cat, because cats are all different. They all have different personalities. Now the cat could have an arched back within this emotion, with that puffy tail, and the arched back is different from the arched back from showing affection, because the fur should not be like standing up and their tail shouldn't be all puffy. Kind of like the Halloween cat that you see, just the arched back and the puffy tail just straight up. That's what I'm talking about, the arched back. And plus you can tell when they're scared, because they definitely look terrified. And you can tell with the tail, if the tail is moving back and forth, especially like the faster it goes, the more agitated they are. Also, they can display this by biting and or scratching. Their whiskers can be back instead of facing out like this. They could just be tucked back. This can include hissing, like hunkering down, like slinking around, and just by running away and or hiding. So one example I could tell you about, we have recently been getting a lot of baby stuff for our child that's gonna be born here soon, well, in November. But we've been recently getting a lot of baby stuff and they make noise. Some of them still have batteries in them because we get them used. And when the cats sniff around them, they're not quite sure of the smells that they smell. And when they make noise or noise that they're not familiar with, Tigger, for our example, because he's the most emotional cat that we have, he got scared and he was like slinking, like hunkering down, slinkering, and he went to go run and hide underneath the bed because he just wasn't sure about that. He did not like that very much. Also, when Tigger is affectionate, one thing that they don't include with Tigger, which is different from all the other 3 cats that we have, whenever he's feeling affectionate towards anyone and we just say his name or call out to him, his tail is so long that it goes all the way to his head like a rainbow. And the fact that he was fostered with dogs when he was very young, so when he lays down, he slaps his tail on the floor like a dog, which we've actually gotten complaints about from the downstairs neighbor, because it's that loud. He does that loud. So yeah, he could be a Pokemon with his tail, just hitting things with his tail. And it does hurt, it's like a little whip. But I thought I'd bring that up because Tigger is our most emotional cat and his behaviors are so much more different than the other 3 cats. The next emotion is more of like being anxious, unsure. The cat could bite or scratch inanimate objects like a couch or just not alive things. Just going around biting or scratching things, just they don't need to. The inability to stay still. I can provide one example with Pillow. Whenever he is stressed, and we know that he is stressed because he will go up to that chair or this chair sometimes, but he mainly goes to that chair, and he starts licking the armrests. The armrests. And that's his way of telling us that he is stressed or anxious in some sort of way. He also, whenever he's stressed about us like moving any furniture, he starts to eat like really fast. The cat food, he starts just eating at random times. Like if we move the cat food somewhere else just for a moment in order for like us to clean underneath, he'll start eating the food because he's stressed. I think it's more of like a way of like, that's his comfort. So that's what he's familiar with. So that's what he'll do when he's stressed. I've seen another cat stress eat, and it was when we were at the vet and she was getting her shots, and this is a family cat, none of the cats that we have right now. She was getting a shot or something like to do with her butt. And when she was doing that, they gave her treats and she didn't want anything to do with that. But once they started doing that, she started like the growling and then ate the treats. So you could nom 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 nom. It was the funniest thing. I don't know if I have a video of that. I think I might have that, but we were laughing so hard from her doing that. It was the funniest thing ever. I mean, it was probably stressful for her, so I felt bad, but at the same time, it was really funny. We couldn't resist laughing at that. So different cats display different things. Now Tigger does this. Tigger bites me whenever he feels as if I have not given him the correct amount of attention. Like, he'll rub on me, want to have attention, want me to pet him, give him any sort of attention, and when I'm not doing that, he will wrap his arm around my leg or something like that and just bite me. It's not necessarily like hard. I mean, you still feel it. It kind of hurts, but it's mainly to get my attention, to be like, yeah, you're not doing what I want you to do, kind of thing. To get your attention, to make sure you react in order to start giving the cat attention. And unfortunately, the other cats have watched him do this, watched my reaction because I don't like being bit, and have learned from him in order to get me to give them more attention. Which, by the way, I give them plenty of attention. I give them all cuddles. Sometimes they give me cuddles when I don't necessarily want them. It's not the sense that I hate them or dislike them in any way. It's just at that moment I'm just not wanting that, but they do it anyway. So it just could be a thing of cats. Like, they want so much attention because you're there, might as well give them attention, kind of thing. Now, when a cat's anxious, the tail could be lowered and or tucked in between their back legs of some way. The cat could be hiding and or walking along the edges of walls. A really good example the other day, when it was thundering, lightning, the thunder was so loud, Blanket, one of the girl cats that we have, she was hiding. I have a video and I think I have a picture, I'll show you. She was hiding in the kitchen and I was trying to comfort her because I knew that she was scared because of the thunder. She does not like thunder. It's really loud for her. She was hiding there and I was trying to pet her. She would not even look at me. She was very scared and just stressed. I would feel her heart was racing so fast. She just would not move from that area for a good 3 whole hours. It was a long time before she actually got out of that space and started walking around. That could be an example of a cat being scared or anxious. Now, like I said before, they could use some comfort mechanisms while they are anxious or stressed, which could be excessive use of the litter box, because that is a comfort measure for them. Excessive eating, like I said, with pillow. Excessive grooming, like licking themselves, giving themselves a bath, and or scratching the inanimate objects or scratching at themselves. It all depends on their personality and how they behave and how you're familiar with how they behave. The next emotion that you probably are aware of if you're a cat owner is the feeling of needy and or they're just hungry and you haven't fed them. If you are sleeping, the cat will at one point or another while you own the cat will wake you up with a meow or two, or in my case with Tigger, in the middle of the night whenever he wants to play, he will grab one of his mice and he will make sure that we hear it, because he'll play with it for a little bit and then aggressively drop it down on the floor so that way we also hear that as well, and meow his lungs out for about an hour straight. And if we don't give him attention, he does the cat zoomies, which we always get scared in the middle of the night, so we cover our heads, because last time I did not do that, my eyeball almost got taken out by him. So I can show you a picture of that, but it's a bit graphic, so trigger warning. Now, when they want to play, they'll clearly let you know that they want to play with a toy, like I said with that example from Tigger, Or when they wake you up and you're like, okay, what do you want? And you finally get up and they lead you to what they want. I mean, there was one time with Andrew, Tigger woke him up and he's like, okay, what do you want? And Tigger led him to the food that was perfectly full. Like we have 2 bowls of food for them because they eat so much. They were full. I don't know. And then Tigger just walked up and started eating and made sure that Andrew didn't leave him while he was eating. I don't know, he might have just wanted the attention while he was eating, or I don't know, he does the weirdest things. Another example of wanting attention is Pillow. So Pillow is very, very adamant about whenever you're laying down, he will meow very loud once he gets on the bed, make it very clear that he is there and he demands attention right away. And if you don't give him attention, he will step all over you with all of his weight. And not only just his weight, he will make sure he puts extra strength on you to make sure you do feel him. So if you are sleeping, you will wake up, and he will make sure to meow in your ear. So that way your ear will be ringing for about 30 minutes after that. And if you do not pet him or give him the attention that he wants while he's nursing on you at night, he will bite you, try to rip off your hair off your scalp. I woke up to him ripping out a chunk of my hair before. It was not fun. It hurts a lot, and he has 2 snaggle teeth, almost looks like a vampire cat. And even if he doesn't open his mouth and he tries to rub on my head, which he does a lot, he rubs on my head with his teeth unintentionally, right? Because he's a snaggletooth. It hurts because it's teeth on my head. It's scratching my forehead with his teeth, and they're his canine teeth, so they hurt extra more, I guess you can say. But whenever you don't give him attention, he will bite you in random places. He'll start licking your skin, and then when he's not satisfied with you not doing anything about that, he will bite that area that he was licking in order to get your attention. And at that point, I actually like kick him off the bed and be like, if you're gonna act like that, I'm not gonna give you attention. But after that, if he doesn't like the way that I reacted to that, he will go around the room, knock stuff off the dresser, get my attention, start biting on cords that are plugged in. He does that all the time. It's the most annoying thing. We always have to keep buying new cords because of him, because we're not giving him the right attention. And mind you, when I do give him the right amount of attention, he still does this stuff. So it's just behavioral issues. It's quite annoying, especially being pregnant and everything being on my nerves extra more. I don't know, it's a little frustrating in my predicament. I'm just gonna put that out there, but that's a really good example for wanting attention, being really needy and wanting to nurse. So that is pretty much the video. Let me know if you have any questions or any comments that you want. Just put them down below and I'll try my best to answer. Or just in general, your own experiences with your cats, funny stories, just to add on to the experiences that we all have as cat owners. And I want to put this out here. I don't hate Pillow. I don't dislike him in any way. I do love him. He can just be a pain in my booty a lot. So I'm just letting you know that I do not hate him at all. What he does is fairly annoying because I want to sleep and I'm in so much pain already that he keeps me up all night just because he knows what he wants and he wants it for me, but I am in so much pain already. And plus he likes to step on my stomach where the baby is, and that is excruciating. So pushing him off my stomach really pisses him off. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Be sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like each of our videos so that way we can open up our animal rescue center here in the near future. It would really, really help if you were to stay for our channel from here on out, so that way we can open that animal rescue center. Thank you so much for watching, really appreciate it. And again, comment your own cat owner experiences down in the comments below and any other things that you want to comment. See you in the next video tomorrow. Bye.